Hi, welcome to our Business Central launch event, Release 2024 Wave 1. Today our session is about E-Invoice matching with Copilot. My name is Wael Abusada. I'm a software engineer at Business Central, and I'm joined today with Alexander.
Thank you, Wael. My name is Alexander Totovic, and I'm product manager responsible for this feature. Actually, both of us, we are responsible for this feature together with our bigger team. Let's show you what we talk today. First, we'll make short introduction, not only about matching e-document, e-voice matching Copilot, but about Copilots, how we're working with that. Then we will show process flow, and then the most important part, end-to-end demo, what I will show you. Okay, first, we want to emphasize that e-invoice matching with Copilot is in public preview. This is still not generally available. It will be in all your environments in the cloud, but as a public preview. If you look more at deployment, this is available only as a Business Central online, so no on-prem solutions. It is available in 2024 release Wave 1. Rollout will start with update 24.0. It will be available in all regions globally except Canada because of some regulatory issues, and rollout will start with US environments. About languages, currently this is available in all type of English languages. It can be tried, you can try using in other languages, but officially this is something what we support. We support officially English language, and all our tests are passed without any problem with English language. About pricing, what we can say, currently this is available with standard Business Central license, both Essential and Premium, without any additional cost. What is important to know when we talk about that? Microsoft and Business Central team, we designed all this feature ground up of Microsoft Value and Responsible AI standard. Microsoft runs on a trust, and there is no difference with this Copilot features inside the Business Central and this one feature in Business Central. Our fundamental promises are that your data is your data. As a customer, you will control your data. We will not take your data. We will not train our models, our foundational AI model, Azure AI, with your data. Your data are your data. You're absolutely protected with every step, the most comprehensive enterprise compliance and security control in industry. And every step of the way, we apply Microsoft Responsible AI standards to ensure this feature is safe for all our customers. When I say our customer, our Microsoft customers and your customers as partners and their data. So let's move to the functionality. Why we started with Copilot? On the previous wave, we deliver e-document framework, and we delivered on top of that integration with external services. It was a really nice feature. We deliver, and we are really proud what we deliver in such a short term. But we need to admit we had some small missing features there. We still have a space to improve, and we are doing this. And this wave is a proof that we are continuing to investing in this functionality, and we will continue in the future as well. But what was the biggest issue? Just imagine you're working in the purchase process, and you don't want to create purchase invoice. You're working with purchase orders, you have many items, and you are working with inventory, and you want to post separately received and invoice. So you must work with purchase orders. Now you received electronic invoice from your vendor, and you cannot match with this purchase order. You could, as I mentioned previously, you could create purchase invoice, but if you work with purchase order, it was a blocker. You couldn't do this. There's more issues. This is not only to connect. Sometimes it can be line one-to-one, sometimes one-to-many, many-to-one, many different combinations. This is just standard. This is business process. We cannot say all the time, yes, there is sunshine scenario, you can do one-to-one, similar names. No, this is a real life, a real business. And what we can say, as I said, there is not all the time one-to-one, not only lines, not all the time one-to-one, one invoice, one order. In general, you can have purchase order with maybe 10, 15 invoices, and who knows how many differences in lines. Codes are, of course, different. Descriptions, definitely different. This is probably maybe in some situations we have absolutely the same, very similar description, but in most situations we have different descriptions in your system internally, Business Central and your vendor document. Of course, we can use item references, but this is not solution for all vendors. What can happen? You can have 500 vendors and you can have thousands of items, maybe 5,000 of items. And how you will finish with having 2 million of item references to map all of them? Yes, in some situations this is possible, but probably it will be really complicated. And even if you make it, it will be complicated for maintenance in the future. So there are further information. What else? Is this item already received or not? So we need to have some additional control. What about price? So there are many, many additional, let's say, blockers. So it was not so easy to make it. As I said, blocker, but all the time when we have blocker, we have solution for blocker. This is just the best inspiration how to make great solution. And we deliver this solution in 2 parts. First part was, okay, let's introduce new page, mapping page where you can find from left side, never mind, we decide to be on left side lines from electronic document and right side lines from purchase order. Good enough. So you can manually map one line with another line, one-to-one, one-to-many, whatever. And that's okay if you have 5, 6 lines. But if you are working with dozens of lines or maybe with hundreds of lines, wow. Mapping all these things, especially with different descriptions, different prices, maybe not different, but you need to check every time your price is okay or not, if your vendor provided a different price from what he already promised. So it can be really complicated. And now what we have unblocked situation, so you can work, but not the perfect case, not the perfect scenario. But there is a magic. We decided, let's introduce Copilot. Now Copilot can do many things. And now, if you run Copilot, you will see this in our demo. It will be really just a magic. System will automatically connect what you have electronic document, what you have in your purchase order. System will connect lines, and that's it. You can be really happy, and you can work. And now I cannot say there is no accurate measuring. I made some tests with some 20 lines in a purchase order and purchase invoice. It was 1-to-1, so not so complicated, pretty straightforward when I did it manually. But doing manually, comparing with Copilot, it was more than 50 times slower. Slower when you are doing manually, of course. Copilot will increase your efficiency many, many times. And now this is one document. Now multiply this with 10 documents per day, multiply this with 30 days, okay, 22 days per month, and you can see how much time and maybe workforce you can save. This is definitely great functionality. Great example how to use GPT model. Now, just to finish this part, as I said, this is not all the time 1-to-1. We are unable, just to repeat myself, 1-to-1, one-to-many, many-to-one. And how it works, you will see in a demo. But first, what we are trying to do, we try to save your time. And every time if system can find similarity, 80 or more % similarity description, system will not ask GPT at all. It will be automatically connected. So that's so far so good. But if you cannot, if there is different descriptions, complicated for understand what is in one document, what is another, Copilot will run our LLM and together with some pre-processing, post-processing features, while I explain a little bit more details, I will not go so deep, and system will do this. There are some additional controls, as I already mentioned, as a big potential issues. You cannot invoice more than receive, so we have control not to allow you to make some mistake. Then price by default must be 100% the same. There is no differences. But if you want, as a user, you can make a setup. You will see how to do this, and you can enable, for example, for one something to make additional precision what you want to track. So this is allowed as well. And what we have more, in a few role centers, we extended role centers with additional queues to control the status if this purchase order is already connected or you need to do something manually to make it easier. And before I'll take his stage with a great demo, I want to show you shortly process, how it works. First, this is all part. You're getting electronic invoice, it will create automatically a document. And now, there is one new thing. If your vendor is configured to receive purchase invoices, to create actually purchase invoices, for example, power plant, you just have some easy expense, no connected with items, you will configure make invoice. What system will do? System will look in general ledger mapping or item reference and create purchase invoice. But if there is different setup, if setup is make an order for this, use orders, making is not maybe the right word, then what system will do? System will first check, okay, if for this vendor, do we have some orders, active orders in the system? If we do not have, yeah, system will do, yes, the system, no, we want to work with order, system will create new order. The same model as creating purchase invoice, but it will be order, so you can still separately post receipt and invoice. But if there is some order, system will map this order using Copilot, match everything, and update existing purchase order. How it looks like on this slide, you will see, yeah, we have e-document manual matching on a new page, but we have Copilot here already finished matching, as I said, one-to-one, one-to-many, many-to-one. And now I think you want to see how it looks like in a practice. So, Weil, please show us great demo.
All right.
Full end-to-end scenario.
Absolutely. All right. Let's actually show you a great demo for this one. But before actually showing you a demo, let's start with the demo data we're going to use to present this demo. So in order to set up e-document in an easy way for you to present or to use as a customer or you as a partner to present it to your customers, we actually created a demo data module in Contoso demo tool. And if you're using the Kronos company that comes out of the box, you will find that you have it already and you can go ahead and use it. If you have some of your demo companies out there already, you can just go to Contoso demo tool and run it again, take a couple of seconds, and then you have good enough demo data to present Copilot and different features around e-document. All right, so now the demo data assume that you, during the night, have received some e-document from the government, and these e-documents were actually mapped to a purchase order. And if you click here on this queue in the role center, it will take you to these 6 purchase orders that have matching incoming document that you need to start mapping the lines for each of the documents. So now I want to show you the sunshine scenario of using Copilot now and how easy it can get to map lines between the 2 documents. And so let's do it. I already have enabled Copilot for this environment, and this is a live demo. So it took a couple of seconds, and it found 5 lines that were actually mapped between the e-document and the purchase order. And let me walk you through this nice page that you see. So the first thing you'll see, the auto-match lines. And in auto-match lines, in this scenario, it's 0 out of 5, because this is where we try to basically match lines based on the text in the description. And if that similarity is around 80% or more, then we will automatically match it. Otherwise, we will send it to Copilot. Then Copilot will take all the lines that are left over and will try to do semantic matching between them, or even literal matching. And based on that, it will give you some feedback. Hey, this is my proposal for you. These are the lines that we think they should match. We also take into account the cost of each items. We also take into account the available quantity that need to be invoiced. And basically, you get a set of proposals. You also see on this side the total amount with VAT and without VAT. And then you'll see all the lines that basically are the proposal from Copilot. I want to show you, as I said, our sunshine scenario. So I'm going to go ahead and accept it. And as you can see, this is done. Let's actually go ahead and even apply this to a purchase order. Let's see how fast this will take. Done. And keep an eye here on something super cool, is that we already picked the vendor invoice number, and we also updated the document date. And then you can go ahead and post it, and you're done. Your job is done. You don't need to do much effort after this one. So let's show it in more documents. So let's open this purchase order. So the second purchase order we got. And you can see in this one, we don't have a vendor invoice number. We have set of lines that are here, different items, different values. You will see some of the purchase order in our demo data. Some of them have discount, different price, different description. And in here, I also want to invoke Copilot once more. This one, it seems like it have more lines, right? So yeah, let's see how good Copilot will do matching these lines. All right, it took some time, and then it's back, ready, and wow, quite a lot more lines. And in here, you will actually see a little bit of difference, because we have already managed to match 3 out of 14 of the lines automatically, based on text description similarity, and the rest were successfully matched by Copilot. Great. You could also drill down on one of the proposal to see more details. So you can see the e-document description, the purchase order description, the cost, etc. But let's say you didn't like this proposal. You can easily just say discard it, and then you can go back to the manual matching once more, right? But yeah, it's much easier when you do it, with Copilot. So one of the things also we take into account when we do the matching is the cost. So items have to exactly match. But what if you want to have like a wiggle room where you can say, if the item is like, I don't know, 5% different than the cost that I have in my purchase order, I'll accept it. Maybe you got a good deal over the phone or something, right? So you can easily go to purchase and payable setup and adjust this set of value that will allow Copilot to change the margin that allowed cost difference. So if we set it to like, I don't know, 10%, then Copilot will accept anything within the 10% range from the original cost. And yeah, that's it.
And if we have different prices, how we can make difference on a prompt if this is 100% the same or?
Yeah, that's a really good question. So if we open again the e-document, and when you have different prices, you will see that like we have different color that will show you based on that, like, was like this 100% match or not? And so yeah, if it's like green, then we have like 100% match. If it's yellow, then maybe it's still within the same price range, but it's within the acceptable range that you have set up in payable and purchase setup. If it's red, it means it's outside of the range, and probably you need to manual intervention and review the value.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
I think this is a great example of how we can use Copilot in a real business, in a real case. So now, yeah, we can be proud what we deliver. Of course, all the time there are space for improvement, and we will look what we can do more to make more Copilots, to extend Copilot features, but this is something what can be really good in the practice usage, especially more and more countries require to have electronic invoicing, so it will be really easy, saving the time, saving the money, of course.
Absolutely.
And now, yeah, probably you would like to see if you want to test it, if you can to test it. If you want, and yes, you can. What you need to do, you need to log into our CDX environment, actually portal. What you need to do, just go AKMS CDX, and if you are a partner, you have access there, or you will require access, you will get it. When you create your demo account there, you just need to open in another profile, and you will use this demo account and just log in and make a trial with Business Central, and that's it. You can start to test not only this feature, many other features. There are many other Copilots as well. But what if you cannot find Copilot? If you try and there is no Copilot, first check if Copilot NI capability page, if this is environment switch on, so you can use Copilots. Then another thing is this feature is active, because you will see there there are more Copilots. Check if e-document e-invoices matching is active or not. If this is not, just activate. Is still not, check English language, if English language is my settings, and if you are on version 24, maybe you activated all versions, so this is enabled only from version 24. Yes. So that's it from our side, but there is always but. We want to encourage you to watch another session, because as I mentioned, both of us mentioned, there are more Copilots in this release. And you will see, we have Copilot for sales line suggestion Copilot, we have AI-powered analyze with Copilot. chat with Copilot.
Amazing.
Really good, amazing things you will see when you start to use. This is really amazing what you can get. This is definitely another level, another dimension of using of business applications. Then you can extend Copilot using AI code. So that means you can do more by yourself in specific party situation, industry specifics, maybe in some local things. So you can do it now by yourself. And we have what's new design generative AI experience. And 6.1 is not about AI. This is about other things in documents. So we show you now how you can use Copilot in document matching, but there is also manual matching. In some situation, maybe you cannot use Copilot, but there is still some good new things there, not only matching, but some other news. Please watch this session and you can see what is interesting connectivity documents. Okay, on this slide, you can find a lot of Copilot resources. In general, Copilot resources you can find with one item with matching, e-document matching, release note information, learn about matching, how to extend Copilot, and so more and so more. And plus, we have standard Business Central resources. Use Yammer, aka MSBC Yammer. Go there, talk with us. You have great opportunity to discuss with us, with the people who are making this, and yeah, we can talk. You can send a feedback. We can do whatever we can do. We can discuss whatever you want. There is Twitter, LinkedIn, office hours, monthly office hours. Be there, and of course, BC ideas. Please log your ideas. We are really listening for this. And we want to get as more feedback as possible, because this is a way how we can together improve our product, how make it the best. And this is the best, how we can make to be the best in I don't know how many years. Do it together with us. And if you forget all of them, please do not forget this one, aka MSBC All. So you can find all these and much more links, dozens and dozens of different links there. Before we officially say thank you, we want to call you and to encourage you, join us Q&A session. Both Weil and I will be there. It will be approximately 7 days after Business Central launch event, so you will have enough time to watch all videos, so you will have a bunch of questions. It will be a great opportunity to discuss face-to-face, okay, through Teams, but face-to-face, so you can ask. You can type if you don't want to ask orally, but you can talk with us. We will be more than open. As I said, we want to get your feedback, and we want to update information, because maybe we didn't explain something properly. We will give you more information there. And that's it for today. We can say thank you.
Thank you. Yeah.
And hope you will enjoy